How about now? Do I have audio? Lucas Musser, shout out 2 Beers. Thanks for joining us. Lucas Musser and 2 Beers are talking about Balac buy-in. J.S. Eora, good morning. Give me a thumbs up if you have audio. I'm wearing 2 Beers. Thank you. Jersey Brian, good morning, sir. Jersey Brian, good morning. Optimum Pride, good morning. Did you guys get that Balac buy-in thing worked out, 2 Beers? It's just a stamp. You arrive at NAIA with your wife and you get a 1-year stamp. It's not actually a visa, although they call it that. It's really just the Balac buy-in privilege. And it's nothing more than a stamp in your passport with a little double B written to it, BB. Okay, that's all it is. Kieran Hennessy, good morning, sir. James Lonergan, my wrench, good morning, sir. Mark Doyle, good morning. Mark Doyle, I'm Philo, not Brian. You're in the wrong live stream, baby. Although maybe I kind of look like Philly Brian, right? Because I'm sporting the shades. It's only because it's so bright up here, you know. It's my first live stream from the rooftop deck, and the sun is just killing me. So I had to put the shades on. Good morning to everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. We've got 11 in the room. Say hello if you're here. Oh, 2 Beers. Sorry, you're talking about Balac buy-in boxes. Okay. What do you want to know about Balac buy-in boxes? I've got 2 on the way. I shipped 2 boxes through LBC on the 15th of October. You guys, is the audio super loud? Or is it okay? Nick Maverick, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Oh, was Brian live this morning? We normally don't go live at the same time. He knows I'm Tuesday. So he normally would not go. Thanks, James. We always, you know, we're bros, so we try not to step on each other. Thank you, Mark Doyle. We're going. Our family's going to Angeles this weekend. We're super excited. We're staying at the Clarkton Hotel, and we're going to hook up with Philly Brian and family, and we're going to have a couple of days of swimming and family fun at the Clarkton Hotel in Angeles. We are really looking forward to it. This will be the first family getaway that we've had since shenanigans started. Mark Doyle, yeah, the doorbell video, I was watching it too. Somebody, another stream, was talking about putting Balac buy-in stamps for the boxes they ship. Nah, I've never heard of that, 2 Beers. You call LBC and they come to your house, they pick the boxes up and you pay for them. That's all there is to it. I've never heard of a stamp for a BB box. And I've sent my share. Let's see, 1, 2. Well, not really. I mean, I've only sent 8 boxes to the Philippines, so I'm no expert, but here you go. Here's Kikai. I'm no expert on the subject, but, you know, I've never had an issue with it. Mark Doyle. Okay. Malos, good morning. 1963. Welcome to the live stream, sir. Robert Jacobson. Good morning, sir. How are you? Shout out to Robert Jacobson for helping me out with the, you know, the Tagalog lessons. We are missing, as you guys know, if you are a subscriber of Melanie's, we lost a lot of stuff here during construction. And some things we lost and just haven't found yet, you know. And one of the things was my big stack of Tagalog lessons that I've taught you guys already. She's beautiful, isn't she? Man. And you know what? Since I got here, this dog's like a little trained Marine soldier. Oh. Malos, 1963. Yeah, the Clarkton has been around for a long time. Been around for a really long time. It's one of our favorite hotels. My kids just love it because you know, it's got a really great swimming pool and they get to eat American food. Well, it's really, if I'm not mistaken, Clarkton is Aussie owned. I think I might be wrong about that. If somebody knows, but I'm pretty sure it's Aussie owned. So the food there is just unbelievable. It's so good. The kids get a chance to do something different than rice, and they really enjoy that. Plus, they get to go eat Mexican food. They know we're going to be, whenever we're in Angeles, we go and we eat really good Mexican food. So, Lucas, never sent or received a BB. So, okay, that's interesting. Did the little boy next door get the ice cream? Yeah, James, he is not. He had money in his hand actually for the ice cream. Okay, it's German. Oh, okay, sorry, Meloge, that's correct. I remember that now. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about a different hotel. Actually, if you go to the Clarkton website, the owner's right there in the commercial, video commercial for it. But yeah, it's a great place. Food is awesome, and it's reasonably priced. Melanie wants to come on. Melanie's going to join us on the live stream here eventually. She's down there cooking breakfast for the kids. They've got, I believe they've got just a couple of more days of school, and they're done. For Christmas break, of course. Meloge, yeah, they have a great pool. And, what I was saying before is the kids like to just have lunch out there. They just think that's the coolest thing, to have lunch by the pool there. And they've never forgotten that. They really love the Lewis Grand too, but the Lewis Grand has gone downhill. Lewis Grand got a new owner in 2018, and they're just letting the place go, man. It just looks like crap. Philly in the Philippines, yeah, baby. Philly Brian, thanks for joining the live stream. Mike Foodie, our resident Canadian chef, is in the house, baby. I'm trying to get hold of a Philippine consulate here in Canada. Yeah, 2 beers. I've been going through this for the past year, and all I can tell you is keep emailing them. They will get back to you. Actually, the Canadian consulates are some of the better ones in the world as far as getting back to people. Just keep emailing them, dude, and they will get back to you. You got to remember that they are just completely swamped right now because people are trying to apply for those 9A visas. They just opened the country up August 2nd, okay, for foreign spouses and foreign parents. So they're very busy processing 9A requests and also processing entry exemption documents for people that do not fall into that first category. You have to have an entry exemption document from the Department of Foreign Affairs to enter the country right now. Nice job, Philly Brian, on your doorbell video. You had me there for a second. I thought you were going to go on a rant. You got me. You got me to click on the channel, baby. Man, how many of you guys are getting emails? Right? Just crazy emails that you never, and then you have to unsubscribe. And it says unsubscribe from our list. And you're going, well, hell, I never subscribed to this list. I don't, 2 beers. Yeah, you shouldn't bring pets or human remains to the Philippines. There's plenty of that around here already. Josh Emmanuel, good morning, sir. How are you? Oh, that's Josh. That's my next door neighbor. What's up, brother? Maximus, good morning, sir. Philly Brian, our doorbell doesn't really annoy me. Maybe it's just because, when you live here, you just get used to certain noises, like dogs barking, uh, which is why I'm wearing a headset. We've got a dog over here, and we've already turned this neighbor in once to the barangay. And all he did was he moved the dog from the front of the house to the backyard, and the dog would just goes all day long, burp, 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 just like that. He can go for an hour or two at a time, nonstop. Good morning, Jay. Audio and video, thumbs up. Thank you, sir. Nick Maverick, I hear new international airport opening in Bulacan. That's true. There is a new airport under construction in Bulacan. I saw the blueprints for that thing. I don't know how I got a hold of them. Must have been through Manila Bulletin, or do they make a rooster doorbell? Now that would be funny. If they make a rooster doorbell, I'm going to be the guy that buys that and installs it, because I would think that's hilarious. Yeah, 2 beers. The dog is just just abused. That's all. There's no other way to say it. We've all seen it. When you live here, man, you're just heartbroken at the way some animals are treated. And then we've got our two girls who they get to eat ice cream. Ice cream cones when the ice cream man comes. So talk about opposite sides of the spectrum, right? Maximus. Philo is the Karen of the neighborhood. Oh, you think so? Yeah, not quite, Maximus. The whole neighborhood signed a petition to turn this guy in because he was abusing this dog, and the dog cried all day long, and we had to listen to it. So, yeah, if that's being a Karen, then that's what I am, baby. Me and all my neighbors. But like I said, all he did was move the dog to the backyard, and we've still got the same problem. We're still listening to it. So I would imagine it's only going to be a matter of time, and they'll pass another petition around for all the neighbors to sign and turn him in again. We don't live in a squatter's area here. We live in a fairly decent subdivision, and people don't tolerate it here. It's different. They don't want to listen to a dog, that barks nonstop for 2 hours. Thank God we don't live next door to the guy. Sugar could be lethal to dogs. Well, Philly Brian, yeah. Where we live, Brian, is a lot like your place. You've got working class people and pensioners, and they care about the neighborhood. They care about what's going on. And what are you doing?
Because she's working, I thought she
No, she's just hanging out. She's making herself known to the live stream.
Can you go next to Daddy?
Manuel Kamomo, good morning, sir. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Northwest Red Raider. What's good? What's good, Philo? Everything's good. The weather's awesome. I've lost 10 pounds since I got here. Dogs are allergic to garlic. Well, I think here in the Philippines, most dogs would be immune to garlic, because that's the first thing that goes in the frying pan is garlic and onions in every Filipino dish. Do you know the newest international airport in Samar? Do I know the nearest international airport to Samar? It would probably be Cebu. Oh, no, wait a minute. Davao City has an airport. But is that an, yeah, I'm sure Davao, you can probably fly into Davao from, good question, Mark Doyle. Lucas says, in my subdivision, we have a whole street of barkers. Yeah. Yeah. A lot of times that's the case, Lucas. Thankfully here, where we're at, it's not that bad. Nick Maverick. Well, the very first plan we have is to clean it up, which is going to be a big job because there's still a lot of construction material left back there. And, we're in no real hurry at this point because we've got a lot of other things to worry about. But yeah, we're going to clean it up and it's going to be filled with plants. James Gilbert, good morning. From Wisconsin. Makoto Hasibe, good morning, sir. How are you? $20 on Money May. Mark Doyle says, my fiance moved there from Angeles City. Ah, she moved where? Oh, Samar. Sorry. Sorry, Mark. Mike Foodie, how did you lose 10 pounds? Just moving my body around. In the heat here. My diet is so much better now with Melanie doing the cooking. I was just a fat pig in the U.S. That drank a lot of beer. So, and actually, I didn't eat that much food in the U.S. I was never get a rototiller, but who knows what pipes and stuff were into the dirt. Yeah, exactly. We've just got a ton of construction material left over back there, and Pac-Man's old. Okay, that story that's in the ticker tape there is what's actually going to happen in January is a basketball match between the two. Pacquiao and Mayweather are going to pick 5 NBA players each. Okay, and they're going to have their team, and they're going to, and also Pacquiao and Mayweather are going to be playing basketball. So that's the story. Mark Doyle would fly into Cebu. Yeah. James, yeah, I too think Cebu would be the closest international airport. Now, I've never flown into, I know Cagayan de Oro is not international, CDO, but Davao, I would think Davao City probably would be. You could probably fly from Bangkok to Davao. Yeah. Well, 105 days of construction and concrete spoils has ruined that backyard. We've lost entire planting beds that are now concreted in because the concrete spoils just went to the backyard. That's, it's all right. I'll get a sledgehammer and bust it back out eventually. But like I said, we've just got plenty of other things going right now. And the backyard, I'll keep you guys updated on it, the progress. I've got a couple of chili plants back there that Melanie planted. Oh, we're going to get some rain, I think. Melanie planted a couple of chili plants about 2 or 3 weeks before I got on the plane to come here. So now I've got some nice, about a foot high, a couple of them to take care of, which I'm, thrilled about. 2 beers. Yeah, we might have to get rid of our mango tree. We're not so sure that our mango tree is going to survive. DJ Joe. Yeah, we have a Taco Bell in Quezon City at the Trinoma Mall. So whenever I go to whenever I have to go see immigration, which isn't very often because I've lived most of my time here on a Balikbayan stamp. But Angeles has plenty of good Mexican food. We're going to be there this weekend, and I know we're going to go down to Iguanas iguanas, and probably tequila reef because my kids love Mexican food. Where are we at here? Thank you for the kind words there, Oliver. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. I appreciate the comments too. I know that you're one of the subscribers that takes the time to put a comment in. Oh boy, where are we at? Cebu's a very nice airport. Yeah, James, isn't that a new airport in Cebu, or am I thinking about Bacolod? I'm probably thinking about Bacolod. They've got a new airport. Mike Foodie. Yeah. Well, I tell you what, Mike, when you and I've told you guys this before, being an expat, when you live over here and you're doing a lot of rice, eating a lot of rice and stuff and Filipino food, which isn't bad, especially if Melanie's cooking it. Let me tell you, you just crave Taco Bell. You crave that. Also, like Burger King and Wendy's, for example. Wendy's is just a fantastic burger, man. You crave stuff like that. Even McDo, like McDonald's French fries. Yeah, Lucas, you're in the concrete jungle, baby. Mad Hammer. Good morning, sir. Well, Lucas, you know what? There's 3 Taco Bells in Manila. Believe it or not, there's one over in Green Hills. There's one at Trinoma. And there's one in, I think it's Ortigas. There's 3 Taco Bells in Manila. A lot of people don't know that. Now, I don't know if they all survived COVID, but we do know that the one at Trinoma in Quezon City did survive. I hear Mike Foodie, that's the largest Ikea in the world, believe it or not. We want to go, but, we've got kids in school. We've only got so much time, and we decided to go to Angeles instead. But my whole family wants to go. We want to go stay, I don't know, it's like the Golden Phoenix Hotel or somewhere over there by Mall of Asia and go check it out. It's the biggest Ikea in the world. Now, I don't know how that's going to work because you guys know that furniture is just particle board. And, the humidity here. Get a couple of cheap sledgehammers and hire 2 laborers for a day to break up and clean them back up. Yeah. I'm a hands-on kind of guy, 2 beers, Lucas, no kidding. And you've lived in Angeles for a long time. Yeah, baby. I think we're going to have to vlog it, Philly Brian. I'll take you to the best burger place in all the PI this weekend. I saw that video. Bunny Burger used to be pretty good, but they went under, didn't they? Ah, thanks for that, James. Yeah, well, Lucas knows about this burger. Amazing Road, Tito Road. Good morning, sir. Yeah, you're up in Pangasinan. I know about that. We're going to be hanging out with Tito Road and Gina's Curtains this Thursday. We're going to Divisoria, baby. We're going to do some shopping. Going to vlog it. Oh, see, I'm excited now. The kids, Melanie's craving In-N-Out Burger. And for those of you who know, that's probably one of the best burgers in the United States. In-N-Out Burger. Hawk Gnome 12. Good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, that's why I got the hell out of the Midwest. 27 degrees in Cleveland, Ohio. That's 27F, guys. We've got 27C here, which is about 80 degrees, something. What's 27C? Should I ask Siri? Hey, Siri. 27C is how much in Fahrenheit?
27 degrees Celsius is 80.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
80.6, baby. Not bad. See, that's perfect weather. And it's only going to be about 82 today. Our weather is absolutely perfect right now. Ah, Lucas, you're a chow hound. Yeah, me too. I used to be. I can't eat like that anymore, but yeah. When you go to chow in the Marine Corps, man, you better eat fast because... Oh, 2 beers. You're living with a hernia. I just had hernia surgery in the U.S. Watch my first video if you haven't watched it, the first one that I did. I've done 6 or 7 videos since I got here. The first one I did was my... Yeah, I went to the U.S. Well, I was diagnosed here with an enlarged prostate by a doctor who had no idea what she was doing. And I get to the USA and find out it's a hernia that needs surgery. Mike Foodie knows about In-N-Out Burgers. Nope, 2 beers. I've only got this shirt on because we're in a live stream. I never wear a shirt at all. It's just shorts and flip-flops, baby. Actually, they're called slippers here. Oh, we've got some clouds now, so I don't need these things. I pulled a Philly Brian and put my shades on this morning. How you like me now? Where are we at? Okay, 2 beers, yeah. I tell you what, dude. If you're living with a hernia, man, that's like a ticking time bomb. That is like a ticking time bomb. Mine caused me so much pain and so much unhappiness. I don't wish that shit on anybody. Now I've got a piece of screen door in my abdomen. Right? They cut you open and they put a piece of screen door in there. Just I can't remember what it's called. Some kind of a mesh. Yeah. You like that? It looks like Nintendo, right? Early days Nintendo. You know, I don't know where this came from. Melanie got me this. Somewhere out shopping, Divisoria or someplace. 8-bit flag shirt. I don't know. That's probably, yeah, you're right. That probably is about 8-bit, huh? It's not even, it's cool though, isn't it? Mike Foodie, I use sunscreen if we are in a situation where I actually need it. So if I'm on a motorcycle or something, I put sleeve. They make these sleeves that you can slide on, you know. But of course, this weekend, hanging out at the pool there, we're going to have sunscreen on, me and all the kids. Uke. Yeah, that's the Goodwill of the Philippines. Goodwill store of the Philippines. Uke. No, it's Uke. Ukay. Maximus says Roblox flag, whatever that is. James Lonergan. James Lonergan is my wrench. Philly Brian's a wrench, but James Lonergan's also my IT guy. He keeps me informed on all the technologies. Yeah, 2 beers. I developed my hernia right here in the Philippines, toting those water buckets around, the 50, the 5-gallon buckets that we have, and also carrying the water from the Sorry store over to here. I did it to myself. Actually, you guys warned me. My subscribers warned me in the live stream. You better stop doing that. I'm like, it'll be okay. Oh, okay. Roblox is a game. Roblox flag. Okay. Gotcha. Dennis Adam, good morning, sir. Long time no see. How are you? Yeah, Gore-Tex. I wore a lot of Gore-Tex boots when I was a park ranger in the U.S. In the California. I was a wilderness park ranger. Makoto. You got eaten alive in Metro Manila. Wow. You know, I must be lucky because they do not bother me at all. I don't know why. It might be, I don't know why. Mike and Marichu. Good morning. From Virginia. Ooh, it must be cold in Virginia, but very Christmas-like, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah, James, we were kind of in the same business, right? Nick Maverick, the Raider was sold to one of our cousins. Yeah. I wasn't exactly sure when I was coming back to the Philippines. And then what happened was when because I came down with that hernia, or I was in the hospital emergency room for the hernia only about 6 weeks after I went to the U.S. And once that happened, I just told Melanie, let's just get rid of it. I don't want it sitting around and getting rusty. And he needed a bike at the time, so I gave him a good deal on it. Oh, sorry, Nick, I didn't answer your question. That Raider is a young man's bike. Okay, it's got a very forward stance, and it's, you know, it really is a young man's bike. So I'm looking to get rid of the clutch and the manual clutch and gear and just go with an automatic. You know, it's time. But that Raider was fun. It was a fun bike, so fast. Yeah, Lucas, I'm looking at the X-Max right now, if I can find one. It's like Philly Bryan said, the inventory's low in a lot of places. And if I can't get the X-Max, I'll go with the N-Max. But there is some chismis now that they're going to drop the CC requirement to 300 on the N-Lex and S-Lex. Because a 300cc bike is more than you would need. Dennis Adam. Thank you, sir. Clyde Seaside. Yes, sir, they do. Although I've never, believe it or not, as many hours as I've spent and as many nights as I spent in the California wilderness and the mountains, never saw a bear. Not one. Yeah. Billy, I have not been to Cebu. For a single guy, you can go anywhere in the Philippines and would be a good starting point. Yeah, Philly Bryan. Gary T, welcome to the live stream, sir. Thank you so much for joining us. Shout out to Gary T for donating to our channel through PayPal. We don't ask for channel donations here, but we always have the links available there in the description box. And Gary T is a long-time subscriber and long-time donator to our channel. And we really appreciate it, Gary. So shout out to Gary T again, sir. Yeah, Lucas, I'm getting to the point where, you know, I just don't want to deal with it anymore. Now, I mean, if I had a dirt bike or something, of course, you can't avoid that. But as far as being on the road here in the Philippines, if you're driving anywhere through the NCR or even from here up to Angeles, you know, on MacArthur Highway, you don't need to. There's just no reason to have a manual clutch and gear. 2 beers. He would think that's funny. He's one of the people in our family that actually talks to me. We've got a big Filipino family, but there's only about 2 people in the entire family that'll talk to me. The rest of them are just too shy. They don't want to risk, making a grammar error or something. Yeah, what you need here, Maximus, is a bike that's a workhorse for you, something you can carry your groceries on. And that Honda CRF 300 Rally, that sounds like, a young man's bike with as manual clutch and gears. And that's something you don't really need when you turn into being an old guy like myself. I used to ride a Honda dirt bike in the California desert. I had an XR 400 desert bike, big desert tank on it. And man, we would go out there, me and a buddy of mine, and we would there's an area in Southern California called Johnson Valley, and it's about 100 square miles of just open desert where you can just go and just twist the throttle, man, and you won't see anybody for an entire day. Gary T. Gary T, I think that Phil Health, are you talking about the insurance? Or are you talking about healthcare in general? I don't think much of the healthcare here, to be honest with you. I don't think much of the healthcare here. Although I was very impressed with this doctor that I saw at our local hospital. I mean, she ran x-rays, she did blood work on me, urinalysis, she did is it a sonogram? That thing where they look at the baby? She did that on me. She ran all those tests and still misdiagnosed me. Now, when I was in the funny thing about this is, you guys, I was so proud of all the paperwork that I had, I took all that paperwork with me to the emergency room to show the emergency room, or to show the ER room doctor that all this work that was done on me at the Philippines. And yeah, I have a prostate issue. That's what I was telling them. And they're looking at the paperwork and they're just shaking their head and they're going, Phil, we're really sorry to tell you this, but that doctor in Manila was way off. She wasn't even close, because your prostate is in your back. Okay. It's closer to your back than it is your abdomen. And obviously my abdomen, my lower abdomen, just above your junk, you guys, that's where you're going to have your prostate, or not your hernia, was swollen, and there was pain there. And the doctors just shook their head and said, don't know what to tell you. It sounds like you were diagnosed by the janitor of the hospital and not the doctor, because she was way off. They didn't run even one single test on me in the U.S. at the hospital. The doctor just said to me, it's very obvious what your problem is. Maximus says those scooters are overpriced. Well, everybody has their opinion. You're entitled to feel that way. Ramel, how are you, my South Caloocan home slice? Long time no see, brother. Welcome to the live stream, Ramel. I know you're a busy man. Thanks for coming by. Okay. I only do about 2 hours now, but thanks for coming by. Mike Foodie. Far East Pappy. That's Eric. Yeah, I was watching Eric when he was here and living in Angeles. He was hanging out with Overstay a lot. Far East Pappy's a really nice guy. I hope I get to meet him sometime. Eric and Mercy. Yeah, I've watched him. Yeah, Lucas knows. Have you had that also, Lucas? Oh, dude, I just wouldn't wish it on anybody. And and my problem was I had to wait 6 months to get the surgery. So I got a really good taste of what it would be like, I think, to be handicapped somewhat, because that's how I felt. Jericho, that's one of my neighbors. Shout out, baby. Jericho Velez. Shout out to my neighbor. Maximus says I was diagnosed by someone that slept at the Holiday Inn Express. Well, she wasn't a trained physician, that's for sure, and she's diagnosing people here in North Caloocan City, incorrectly diagnosing people. Imagine had I not gone back to the U.S. and I would have stayed here, and I would have kept lifting that water around because I had no idea. Imagine what would have happened to me. I probably would have ruptured that hernia, and then who knows what they would have done. They probably would have amputated my left foot or something. Gary T, I'll tell you what I missed. And this will kind of make you guys laugh, because every time Melanie and I would do a video call, I would go outside my house with my laptop or iPad, whatever I was using at the time, and show Melanie the neighborhood. You know, this is what the street looks like. This is where we live. And then she would always say, "Where is everybody? It looks like nobody lives there," which is kind of funny because she's right. In America, people kind of keep to themselves. But here in the Philippines, you walk down the street, almost every one of your neighbors is going to be outside. You know, good morning, po. Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga po. I'm going to do a video, and you guys can count how many times I say good morning, po, and then we'll do a raffle or something. I've got some coffee cups left. Lucas. So yeah, Gary T, I missed the people. You know, the Filipino people are some of the greatest in the world. Makoto, yeah, you've got that. You're still riding that, Makoto. I remember you talking about that, and I went and looked it up on the internet so I could learn more about it. You know, NC 750. That's a giant machine for the Philippines. Jeez. Where are we at? Have I missed anybody? Thanks so much, you guys, for all joining us today. Really appreciate it. We always have a good time in here, you know. I was at a point where I wasn't sure I was going to continue vlogging. Melanie and I both, you know. But then when I was sitting in my quarantine hotel back on the 9th of November, the 9th of last month, I woke up the next morning. I was so badly jet lagged because it was 32 hours of travel time. I had a 12-hour layover in Los Angeles, so it took me 32 hours door to door. I left my home in Indianapolis, arrived at the quarantine hotel. It was 32 hours time, and I'm just spanked, man. You know, I'm just beat. So all I could do was sleep that day. But then the next morning, I said to myself, I'm going to make a Facebook post. I'm going to, reactivate Philo in the Philippines and make a post on it and see what happens. So I did that, fell back asleep. And when I woke up, I looked at my phone. I had like 32 notifications from Facebook. And I was like, wow, I was just overwhelmed, because I figured I was going to hear crickets. I'd been out of the game for so long. And there were so many negative comments. That was something else that kind of got to me, were the negative comments and the people that were so disappointed because I wasn't doing an update video, or I didn't do that, or I'm just going, man. But anyway, it was nice to know that there were people out there, number one, who cared and were genuinely curious. Where the hell was I? I did do, you guys, 3 different community posts on YouTube, but a lot of people didn't see those posts. Philly Bryan, exactly. I came to the point where I just realized I've got to get back into this because it's my job. It's the only job I can do here in the Philippines. Mike Foodie, thanks for that, brother. It's great to be back. It's great to be back. I was just, thinking about that yesterday. 500K, yeah, 10,000 USD. That's probably about right. Nick Maverick, I appreciate the kind words. Thank you, sir. Thanks, Nick. Yeah. Yeah, you don't see anybody outside in the US. It's very rare. Americans just kind of keep to themselves. And it's not like that everywhere. I lived in a couple of different places in Southern California where it wasn't so much like that, where your neighbors were a little more social. And so anyway, I'm hoping to get that Yamaha X-Max if I can find one. I found Philly Brian, I found 2 Yamaha dealerships close to me. One in Mikawayan and one in not San Jose del Monte, but one in the same place that your Yamaha parts dealer is, that same city. And I can bicycle to both of them. So I'm probably, when we get back from Angeles next week, just going to ride my bicicleta over to Mikawayan and just, see what's up, what they can do for me. Jericho Velez, you are correct. 400 cc's is the minimum. And no, I probably will not buy a 400 cc scooter, even though I'm a rich foreigner. Scott V, thank you so much for joining the live stream, brother. Appreciate the kind words. Lucas, we've chewed a lot of the same dirt. I was in Orange County for, 36 years. Yeah. Love Southern California, man. Absolutely loved it. Jericho, I'm looking at buying the X-Max, which is 300 cc. There's talk about them lowering the requirement for 400 to 300. And if they do that, I want to have that bike because it sure would be nice to get on the NLEX. A 300 cc motor is more than enough power to ride on the NLEX. Hell, my Raider was more than enough power. Mike Foodie, I miss absolutely nothing at all about the States except my younger brother. We got some bonding time there, and my brother's 7 years younger than me, and we've spent most of our adult life apart because I left for the Marine Corps. When I left for the Marine Corps, he was just a little shit. So I do miss him and the good times that we had because I lived with him pretty much the last 2 months I was in the U.S. I lived with him. Yeah, I don't know. Two Bears. I see people on the NLEX driving 40 kilometers an hour. So, they're driving 20 kilometers under the speed limit. And you just pass them and go, you're going, what are you doing? You're actually a hazard to the road. And there's even signs now on the SLEX that say that kind of reference that you have to maintain a minimum speed to drive on the NLEX SLEX. There's people that are just white knuckled, You want to tell them, hey, go over to MacArthur Highway if you want to drive that slow. There's plenty of traffic over there to hold you up. Hey, there's my daughter, Q1 Carrot. Welcome to the live stream, Anak. Nick, please do, brother. Please get a hold of me. I love to meet subscribers. There's nothing better than meeting a subscriber. Somebody that, helps you feel good about what you're doing. Jim Schultz, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us. I'm trying to talk Jim Schultz into starting his own YouTube channel for woodworking. This guy's got some serious talent, man. If nothing else, you should at least make a Facebook page out of it. It's so easy to do. And you've got a lot of talent. It just blows my mind that you can take this big block of wood and turn it into a salad bowl. That just blows my mind. I look at that. It's kind of like when I watch Melanie sew, because Melanie's like a master seamstress. I watch her on that sewing machine, and I just can't figure out what the hell's going on there. What the hell's that thing doing? It's amazing, really. Nick, are you in South Caloocan or North? Oh, you said you're 10 minutes away. Obviously, you're in North Caloocan. You're probably up in San Jose del Monte or something. Or Cameron. Jim Schultz, again, welcome back to the live stream. Yeah, Makoto. Yeah, well, they have a 400cc requirement, but they've been trying to get it dropped down to 300. And it's actually looking like it might happen. I'm a member of a couple of different Facebook groups on... Yeah, I'm a member of a couple of different... by the way, Top Gear Philippines. Oh, I actually passed that on the Facebook group. You guys should follow Top Gear Philippines. You talk about some really interesting articles. Okay, Nick. Yeah, North Executive Village. Okay. That is over by Almar, right? It would be north, just east of Almar. What do we got? 27 people in here. It's kind of slow this Tuesday. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what the speed limit is on the NLEX. I don't remember. Oh, Bagumbang. That's right. Hey, we just bicycled through there. Me and Tito rode. You guys haven't seen the video yet. That's one of the places that we ride almost every time. Barangay Bagumbang. It's very nice there. Very laid back. Jericho, I missed that comment. Oh, there's one in Cameron. It's not coming up on Google. The two that are coming up are Mikawayan, right next to the NLEX, and for some reason, I cannot remember the name of that city where the giant Pure Gold is on the corner there where the NLEX is. What's the name of that city there, Jericho? It would be the first city south of Mikawayan. The name's escaping me for some reason. There's a giant Pure Gold there on the corner, and it's like the transportation hub of NCR, or not NCR. What the hell's the name of that city? Help me out, somebody. Jericho. Gary T. Yeah. We are, ecstatic about how nice the house is. For those of you that haven't seen it, let me see if I can do this without unplugging. Let's see, where's my battery? My battery's good. This is the rooftop deck. I'll just do a quick circle here. Oh, let me get rid of that comment so you can see. There we go. It's quite big. It gives all new meaning to swabbing the deck, baby. I'll tell you what, because it takes a while to get this sucker done. Okay. All right, there you go. It's really nice up here. It's kind of breezy. Do that without unplugging everything. Wait a second. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put it out on the Philo in the Philippines Facebook just a couple of days ago, James. And if I didn't, I'll do it again. I mean, they really they post like 10 articles a day, and they're all so interesting. That was where I got they posted about the Corvette being available for sale. Thank you, Maximus. Valenzuela City. Thank you. That's it. That's the place I'm talking about. Thank you for that, Maximus. You win absolutely nothing, but you are the man of the day. Robert Dyer, good morning, sir. Christmas shopping. Pichai Baguio. No, we did not install solar panels. That might be something we'll do in the future. It's not done yet, no. Yeah, I've seen those, Makoto. But I don't think I've seen them here. I think I saw them in Vietnam or Thailand. It was enough just to get this house done and constructed and paid for. Solar panels will be something that will come later. That's like the icing on the cake, would you call it, or the jewelry that goes with the dress, or whatever you want to say. It's not needed right now. So, but yeah, we're considering it. We already have a contractor picked out. So. A Honda CB 500X. I rode a Honda CB when I was in high school. CB 250. Great motorcycle. Two Beer says you got to use bleach with water. So far, the only thing that we've used is water, and it cleans up really nice. We haven't added anything to the bucket at all. Just plain water. Ah. Okay. Maybe I've seen it here too. It sure sounds familiar to me. Oh, you know where I saw it is the Yamaha website, because I've been all over that Yamaha website. And I downloaded the. What's that? Yeah, James, we're getting Wi-Fi speeds of 80 down, 80 up. And if I plug in to the router, which you can see I've done, you see that? Oh, that's hard to do. See that wire right there? If you plug directly into the router, I'm getting 120 up and down, which is damn good. Although my buddy Walter over in Malolos, he gets 400 up and down. But he has a peso net business, so. Yeah, Two Beers, those Honda CBs were really big back in the 70s for customization. $7K, that's $140 a month. Yeah. Or no, it's more than that. No, 5K. No, wait a minute. Yeah, $140 a month. Yeah, that's expensive for electricity. Yeah, James, I actually had to go buy that yesterday. I had to go into town and buy it. We've got a shop that just, measures it out however long you want it. I just got a 7-meter cable. So, but man, it's nice. I tell you what, having that speed. It just, I was telling you guys in the live stream last week, we've got 3 routers in the house because now that the house is all concrete roof, and all the walls have that skim coat, 3 coats of skim coat on it, the Wi-Fi does not travel between the walls anymore. Now, I don't know. Somebody had said that when you get rid of that tin roof, that's what's causing it, because the tin roof actually radiates your internet bubble. Our internet, 2 beers, our internet's $3,200 a month. We've got PLDT, fiber to the home. It's $3,200 for, I don't know, 100K, 150K, something like that. The speeds are there. You know what I mean? It's more than what you get. It's more than what I've seen in most places in the Philippines. Joseph, Ed Hammer. Joseph is still in the U.S. He's trying to get back, and he will. He has a kid here, so he is 100 to 150 meg. I don't know what we're paying for 2 beers. You're talking about Joseph, Jim. He'll be back. I was talking to him. He was in Kentucky, or he's living in Kentucky, just south of where I was at. Yeah, I talked to Joseph about a week before I left the U.S., and he was just in the process of getting jinky to his wife, getting jinky to send him the PSA documents, because you have to have all original documents to travel now. They won't let you make copies of it. Melanie had to send me original documents, original PSA certified documents to submit to Chicago for me to get the visa. Joseph bought a big Kawasaki. What the hell did he buy? Yeah, he still has the. I think he started a new channel for the U.S. Although he hasn't done a lot of vlogging on it. He's kind of like me, he kind of got burned out on it. I was talking to him back around Christmas, and he was like, "Yeah," I'm just not into it anymore. Hayabusa, thank you. Yeah, he bought a Hayabusa. Yeah. And then he went to, did he go to Daytona Bike Week or something? And he pussed out. He said it was too cold, and he left. Oh, my God. Yeah, Jericho, I don't want to go to Motor Trade. I want an actual Yamaha dealership. I went over to Motor Trade, the one on Susano Road, and they had nothing. They had three new bikes and like 100 used bikes. I want a Yamaha specific dealership, no Motor Trade. That's why the only ones that are coming up are Mikawayan and Valenzuela City. But those are close to me. That's no big deal, man. I can ride my bicicleta over there. I want it's BPI. I'd be way more into a Puerto Galera trip than I would Baguio. Baguio doesn't really impress me. I think Baguio would be okay if you went during the week, but they say to avoid that place on the weekend. It's just a nightmare. It's like being on EDSA, trying to get up to the top of the hill there. Jericho, thanks for the address, buddy. That's probably the exact motor trade that I went to, the one down by the new McDonald's. Yeah, if I'm out running around with Philly Bryan or something, we'll hit one of the Yamahas in Angeles, but he's already told me that they're out of stock on almost everything there. I don't know if this world shipping problem is affecting. I mean, Yamahas come from Japan, so I think the shipping problem is in the USA, isn't it? It's not worldwide. Actual Yamaha dealership in Cameron. The landmark is near Cameron Elementary School. Well, Melanie knows where that's at. Maybe we'll go over there. Yeah, I'm not so worried about, which one's closer or which one's further. I just want to find one that has the bike I want so I can just buy it and get it over with. Yeah, Makoto, Baguio's great if you want a cooler climate. Baguio, Tagaytay. Yeah, the problem with Baguio is you don't want to come down the hill. It's going to take you 2 days to get back up. I'm not a fan of traffic at all. So even though I live in an area where the traffic is kind of heavy, to me, going to a vacation spot where you got to sit in traffic for an hour to get there that's no vacation, man. The shipping issue is worldwide. Okay. Then hauling the empties back to Asia. Yeah. It is worldwide. Okay. I wasn't sure because I know all the stories that I'm reading are about the USA, Long Beach port, LA port, that there's been ships sitting there for 6 weeks and they can't get them unloaded. They can't get them in. Beside the PTT gasoline station. Yeah, okay. Oh, where are we at? An hour and 8 minutes already. Wow. I'm sure that sometime we're going to go to Baguio. I'm sure about it because for some reason the kids are infatuated with it and want to go. So, yeah. Yeah, you guys heard about that, right? And people are worried about a new variant of shenanigans. That's something to really worry about, is Pinatubo erupting. You talk about shit hitting the fan. Pinatubo erupts, that's going to be way worse than any Omicron virus or whatever the hell it's called. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, Nick's over in the UK. Well, the story that they ran, yeah. Philly Bryan, did you see what that people were posting fake shots of an eruption? Did you see that? It was who's that weather guy? Robert Sperta or something? Somebody had sent him some pics of an eruption. And I'm like, oh, I'm going to call bullshit on that because there's too many vloggers in Angeles City. And if there was an eruption plume going up in the sky, all of you guys would have caught it. I know that for a fact. So somebody was posting fake news there. Yeah, a lot of people, of course, my whole family, my whole family's too young, Melanie and the kids, to even, well, the kids, of course, but even Melanie is too young to remember Pinatubo. Hell, Melanie was, 3 years old when I was in Subic Bay as a U.S. Marine. So Amazon has their own containers and maybe a container ship in the future. Yeah. Yeah, we were down there for that last eruption on Taal, Rush Riders. We were down there helping them. Had trouble shipping from Australia. Yeah, Clyde, your Balac boxes still didn't do bad though, did they? Oh, there really was one. Okay. Well, maybe I got caught up in the chismis then, because a lot of people were calling shenanigans on it. That's something to be concerned about. A cloud plume from Pinatubo. My God, can you imagine? If that happens, Philly Brian, you guys just jump in your car and head down here. Sorry, we got plenty of room for you. We'll put your guys up. Actually, we might not even be safe here, depending on, That is correct, sir. January 12th. We were down there for Taal just a week after it blew, helping with relief goods, helping take relief goods to different barangays. Philly Bryant. That's right, baby. We don't care. You know what I'm doing, Brian? This is my camera right here, my vlogging camera. Fits in my pocket real easy and does fantastic video. These iPhone cameras are unbelievable now. And Melanie just got the 13 Pro and it blows this one away. This is the 11. Melanie's camera is unbelievable. The video quality. Yeah, James, and he's an old Navy guy too. Makoto says there's a whole page of Pinatubo eruption 2021 on YouTube. Ah, people were vlogging it, baby. Trying to get the views. Here we go. Clyde says they took an extra 6 weeks. I'm going to have to... That reminds me, I'm going to have to get that paperwork out that I got from LBC and just type it in and see where it's at. Two Beers has the 13 Pro Max. This is the 11 Pro Max. Still an excellent camera. Melanie got the 13 Pro because she didn't want the big, it is a pretty big screen. Although if you're watching YouTube or something on here, it's unbelievable. What do we got here? Robert Dyer, welcome to the live stream if I didn't say it already. Or were you in here? Peach Eye. The plume is most water vapor. Okay. Yeah, that was something else I was going to say. The stabilization is fantastic on these. It's, I like the GoPro. And I've got that Canon. If I'm going to do a talking head video, I've got that G7X still. But I think this is going to be my number one, you know. And then if we're in the water or something, switch over to the GoPro. I made one video with the GoPro last week. That video that, oh, you guys haven't seen that yet. Never mind. Yeah, Jericho, we just got my wife the iPhone 13 Pro for her birthday. She's loving it. But I tell you what, man, that phone is heavy. It's like picking a brick up. You're so surprised how heavy that phone is. But, oh, there we go. The camera is unbelievable. Unbelievable camera. I was just telling them about your here she is. Why don't you sit down and say hi to everybody? We were just talking about your new camera. Wow.
It's hot.
Yeah, it's bright, isn't it?
It's getting hot in here.
Did you bring your shades?
No.
Where Philly Brian is going to take us to the best hamburger in the Philippines.
Oh.
That's what he said.
Where's that?
What's the name of it, Philly Brian?
Hi, James. Hi, Jersey Brian. Hi, everyone.
Philly Brian's going to start shooting in 4K. Oh, baby, here we go.
Oh, my.
With your Brian, you've got the Hero 10, don't you? Are you going to use that?
Hi, Jim.
Jim Schultz.
Kamusta po? Olis Burger.
Nick, you don't need a gimbal with the iPhone. Oh, Ollie's Burger. It's
Yeah.
got stabilization built in. You don't need a gimbal for it.
It's almost like you're shooting with GoPro.
Yeah, although the gimbal would be nice because you can with a flip of a button, it'll turn. So a gimbal would be cool. Ah, okay, Philly Brian. Mark Doyle says hello, Melanie.
Hi, Mark.
GoPro 8 and cell phone. Okay. Oh, I tell you what, dude, that Hero 10 has got me kind of salivating. I don't know why. Melanie and I were both on the GoPro website yesterday, and they're out of stock. You can't even order one. And who knows how long that's going to be, but we're going to try and get one at SM North when I go to immigration. Next month, right? In January, we have to go to immigration. What you got there? Oh, this is my pasalubong. Check this out.
It's pasalubong.
Yeah. BSA. Yeah, baby. This is like what you put in your garage, right? With all your tools, you put this above your toolbox, and everybody wants to come over and look at it because it's so cool. You just want somebody to come over and look at your toolbox and your cool signs and drink a beer, you know. Not doing a lot of drinking lately.
But this is your garage.
Jericho says the iPhone 13 Pro Max is the most expensive phone in the Philippines today. Yeah, baby. Nick Maverick says, good morning, Melanie. Philly Brian is going to get the DJI Pocket 2 for Christmas. Ooh, really?
Oh.
And you can buy that, huh? It's in stock. The DJI Osmo Pocket 2, which, by the way, is a fantastic camera. They did you bring some time wraps, Mama? I have some up here.
Let's go ahead and.
Okay.
This one to put this on.
I like that. I like that Osmo Pocket. Oh, Amazon. That's right. Amazon does deliver to the Philippines. I bought that might be true too, Beers, but can you take it underwater? Is it waterproof? It's really hard to beat the GoPro as an action camera. And you know what, you guys, in reality, you only need to shoot 1080p. It's more than enough for vlogging. Although I'm shooting, don't know what the iPhone shoots at, but on my GoPro, I'm shooting at 2.7K, which is pretty crispy. I tell you what. The only downside, yeah. DJI, yeah. But it's a great camera. When you compare the video, there were a lot of comparison videos when that Osmo Pocket first came out. And a lot of people were picking the Osmo Pocket over the, at that time, would have been Hero 6, I think. I think it was the Hero 6 when the Osmo Pocket came out. Gary T. Construction, Gary. We have construction everywhere here. We actually have a brand new mall going up. Right next door to the old mall is a brand new mall that's being built. We've got a new subdivision, and actually even the old subdivision that I've vlogged for you guys over by DeParo is almost completely built out, you guys. I rode past there going to Tito Rhodes' house. I'm going to have to, excuse me, I'm going to have to revlog.
It's okay.
Oh, that's looking good. I'm going to have to revlog that. You guys won't believe that entire subdivision, those little tiny houses that they were selling for 1.5 million, they're sold out. And there's a guard at the gate now with the arm that goes up and down, and I just shook my head when I went by there. Yeah, you can't render 4K video. You have to leave it untouched. Because if you render it, it's going to render it down. I don't know how Overstay does it. Overstay shoots everything in 4K. So his videos, unless he's got really good internet. Where am I at? Shit. Gary T. I got that one. Yeah, construction. Lots of construction here. Makoto. Yes, I saw a story about the new subway. They've started construction on it. That's all I know. I don't know how far they've gotten. But man, yeah, there's a ton of construction here, you guys, which is really good news for the Philippines, I think. Yeah. One of the best videos about the trash problem in the Philippines was done by Filipina P. Because she can say that about the Philippines. She's Filipino. But man, did she get hammered by the Filipino community. They do not like you talking about the trash problem that exists here. You're not supposed to talk about it, especially if you're a foreigner. Yeah, Jericho, that phone weighs a ton, brother. Oh, shit, it's jumping now. Where am I at? Okay, Nick says SML is being built opposite the sports complex in North Caloocan. Get out of here.
What?
There's a new SM being built right across the street from the sports complex. We can walk to that.
Yeah.
If that's an SM going up there, we'll be able to walk to SM. Yeah, Philly Brian. I tell you what, though, I got this new MacBook Pro in the US, and man, this computer combined with the internet, I'm uploading in like 5 minutes. Philly Brian always has crystal clear videos. Jocelyn says something. Thanks for joining the chat, Jocelyn.
What's up, Master?
Are your kids going to school in person? No, they're still on
Online class.
they're still on the laptop going to school every day.
I am so what?
2 Beers is just going off in the live stream today. At this point in time, my life's business expense.
Wink, wink.
Well, you know, if you want to be a player, if you want to play with the big dogs, you got to step off the porch, baby. That's what they say. It ain't never going to happen any other way. Well, we feel how good that doesn't it feel nice and cool?
Yeah. It's like
We're definitely going to get some rain here.
You should show that construction over there.
Yeah.
More construction.
There's a lot of Jericho. Now, see, I rode my bike right past that and didn't notice it. Probably because I'm always looking at sports. That sports complex is cool.
Where I go?
Huh?
Lazada.
You have a Lazada?
Lazada notification.
Oh. Melanie's like super cool. She has the new iPhone. She's got an Apple Watch. She's like the coolest person on the block right now. Everybody wants to be her.
Talaga?
Yeah.
I don't even know that.
Yeah. That Apple Watch is cool because you just push the button and talk into it. Whether it's a live phone call or it's a text message, you just talk into it and it goes right back to. But you've got to set it up right, you know. Boss Jim, good morning, sir. Welcome to the live stream.
Not yet. We don't have Christmas tree.
We have lights on the front of the house, which you guys will see eventually. I know I vlogged it.
I just done putting Christmas light on in the front of the house, but I'm not done on here. And we don't have Christmas tree yet.
No Christmas tree, but we got a bunch of cool Santas.
Yeah.
We've got a Santa in a swing. We've got a Santa that's
on a rocking chair
holding a red horse. No, that's a joke. But you know, a proper Philippine Santa would have a red horse in his hand.
No, the proper Santa on the Philippines is no more slipper.
No more. Yeah.
No more t-shirt. Just wearing a short.
James, that's a good question, buddy. I'm
That's
gonna have to get
your
back to you on that
one.
one. Does your phone get warm if the video's for a long period of time? I haven't noticed it, Brian, but also I'm only doing like 2-minute clips, you know. I used to get so stressed out about vlogging, thinking I had to have come up with some kind of an idea, and then, you know, I realized all I've got to do is pull this thing out, man, and just start vlogging for a couple of minutes here or there, and people love that. People love to watch her cook. People love to watch the dogs fight, you know, because the dogs do this whole MMA, puppy MMA thing. And every now and then, you know, Maddie gets pissed and really kicks her ass, Kikai's ass.
And then the other day, he's trying to find a cable, diba?
Yeah.
Because he wants to transfer the iPhone video to the laptop. And I said, that's easy. Just use AirDrop. And everything is there.
Forgot about the airdrop. Don't forget about the airdrop. Nelda's journey, Nelda's life journey. Thank you for stopping by. My new hometown? No, we've been here the whole time. We were always in North Caloocan.
We just upgraded the house.
Yeah, we just,
you know,
tore down the existing home and built a new one. We're in northern Manila, North Caloocan City. Makoto is anti-Apple. Yeah, a lot of people are. Yeah. I used to be anti-Apple. And then I had Apple, and I had Apple phone, and I had a PC, of course, that was, and then I had a Samsung, not a Samsung, but I used to be a Motorola guy. Yeah, the Motorola Razr phone. I had one of those, and then I had a MacBook, and then I had a MacBook Air, and then I had a, what the hell's it called? iPad. So finally, you say enough's enough. Which way am I going to go? You know, and I went the way of Apple.
And before I am Samsung user.
She was, yeah, she was an Android person.
I'm a
And-
Samsung user because I'm kuripot.
She's curry pot. Yeah.
I don't want to spend more money.
Yeah. And I had to convert her to Apple, and now we're not curry pots anymore. Can't be. Especially here. The Apple products are so much more expensive here.
Mm-mm.
But the problem with American phone is they won't fix it here for you. You got to go to Singapore.
Or back to USA
Yeah.
for the ano.
Her
For the
last
repair.
iPhone, we had to send back to the USA with a subscriber. And the subscriber took it to the Apple store, got her a brand new iPhone, and mailed that iPhone to Melanie's auntie, and the auntie hand carried it over to Manila. So
Yeah.
shout out to Brian Hatcher. I don't know what happened to you, but man, I wish you'd come back. I sure do miss you, buddy. Brian Hatcher, great friend. There's not a lot of people that would do that for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He was nice.
Really nice guy.
iPhone 14.
Yeah, they're already talking about the iPhone 14. I saw an ad for it. How will you be spending the holidays?
I'm
Were you
waiting
feeling-
for GoPro 11.
Yeah, she's waiting on the GoPro 11. Gary T, we're going to Angeles this weekend. You know, the kids only have about 10 days out of school, maybe 2 weeks.
We're going to meet Billy Bryan
We're gonna go to
and
Angeles,
Lot.
hang out with Philly Bryan and Lut, Hannah Grace, which my son's real happy about.
Huh?
He's got a crush on Hannah Grace.
You're making
He does. We're
you're
not
making
lying.
a story here.
At our age, we have seen the evolution of cell phones. Boy, you're not kidding. Yeah, that's true, because I had one of the first Motorola flip phones. Boop, boop. That thing was, God, the cell service was like $140 a month or something. It was ridiculous. Mike Foodie. Well, you know what's great about living in the U.S. is you just take this and trade it in. Boom. They give you $500 for it, and you don't have to pay full price for the new iPhone. That's what I did with my iPhone 10. I traded it in for this one. Yeah, the old pager,
BPI.
the old pager system.
BPI.
Thank you for enrolling in BPI Online. Yeah, I'm with BPI Bank now instead of
Video.
BDO.
Because we find ways.
We were because of what?
We find ways.
Yeah, we find ways. That's the motto. Philly Bryan played Pong. I did too. What was that?
Good morning.
What? It was
Tim.
Atari, wasn't it? Tim, good morning. Welcome to the live stream, brother. Wasn't Atari the one that came out with Pong? Or was it somebody else? James Lonergan? That first Pong. And then they had the hockey, which was 2 paddles. And you could, like, totally push the ball in there past the other guy. It was Atari. That's what I thought, yeah. I remember I was like, God, I was probably like 10 years old when that came out. And wasn't that the shit, man, to hook that up to your TV and see that going back and forth? That big wooden cabinet TV that we all had that had the hi-fi speakers in it. And now your TV is
Super
that
flat.
thick and 70 inches. That's something else that's come a long way, Philly Bryan, or televisions. Commodore 64, Atari.
BlackBerry. Yeah, that's
BlackBerry was the original smartphone. Yeah.
BlackBerry and Nokia.
Yeah, I had a BlackBerry when I was living in the corporate world.
My very first cell phone is 5110 Nokia, and I'm playing Snake.
5110 Nokia. And then it had infrared, right? There was no
Yeah.
Bluetooth. It was infrared.
Bluetooth.
Oh,
And there's no Wi-Fi connectivity on that, of course.
Maddie, you want to say hi?
Oh, your TV is on your phone now.
Come here.
Yeah, we had Apple TV, right? On our phone.
There's Maddie.
Oh, here's Kikay.
Oh,
And here's Kikai.
Pong is a table tennis themed arcade video game featuring simple two-dimensional graphics.
Say
Manufactured
hi.
by Atari in 72.
Say hi.
Yeah.
Say hi. Say hi.
Your TV is your phone, yeah. Look at Maddie. She needs cream silk.
Maddie is Philippine and this one is
Yeah.
white American.
This is an American Shih Tzu. This is a Shih Tzu from China.
Yeah.
She's fake news.
Well, you fake news dog.
She's still
Of course
beautiful. She's still a
not.
really good dog. You know, these dogs are really, really good. Both of them. They don't cause any problems. And they're just fun to watch. They bring us a lot of joy. Okay, Maddie.
So heavy lang.
And plus, they're hot. Jericho says Cherry Mobile. Pretty much good phone 10 years ago. Yeah, Cherry Mobile.
What is the other one? Maybe Jericho knows it. Alcatel.
Yeah.
The Alcatel that we
Yeah.
use it. We used to call it Safeguard. Remember that phone?
Clyde Seaside, you're right. You have to buy speakers. You can't just buy a TV anymore. You got to buy a sound bar. That's true.
Especially when you're getting older and you want to hear it right.
That's true. Yeah, she's talking
It's
about
funny,
me.
but it's true.
If you didn't pick up on that, she's talking about me. Mike Foodie, it's not a big learning curve at all. You got to remember that Windows. Oh, you're talking about Samsung. A lot of people don't realize it, but Windows was invented to make a PC run more like a Mac. So Apple's very, very easy. And what happens with you is once you get the phone and you get the iPad and they all start talking to each other and you take a picture with your phone that shows up over here on your iPad, you're like, oh man, now I'm in deep shit. Now you got to get a MacBook, and that's what I mean. You have to go one way or the other. Most people. I had both for quite a while. 2 beers.
You would.
Yeah, that's still a great phone. iPhone 8's still a good phone.
No, I have 256 gig also. Gcash. Oh, huh?
Yeah, Gcash is the way to go. We're
Gcash is
Gcash.
good.
We're Gcash agents here in this house. We're big fans of Gcash. Used to be, yeah, there you go, Alcatel and Star Mobile.
And it's Vice Ganda daw for the main.
Vice Ganda was the main endorser.
So ganda.
Yeah. Oh,
I'm going to walk with Ate Tess.
Okay.
We're trying to get more pots.
oh my God. She's going to buy more pots for the plants. Are you going now?
Yeah, some of my plants is sitting there. And
Okay.
plus we're going there lang upstairs.
Where is it?
Next to the elementary school.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You know where Cameron Elementary School is?
Yeah.
There's
That is where I get my
a Yamaha dealer right next door. That's what Jericho says.
That's where I get my vaccine.
Is that right, Jericho? Cameron Elementary School? Gary T., are there any home improvement projects you have planned?
I don't know him, but for me, I plan to have landscape on the backyard.
Landscaping on the backyard.
Yeah, landscaping on the backyard, but maybe I will do it by myself. DIY.
You know, I just thought of something. I am on the headphones. Can you hear Melanie talking? Can you guys hear her?
Do you hear me, or I'm just wasting my time here?
Is she like the teacher on Peanuts? Womp, 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 womp.
That's bad.
Thumbs up if you can hear Melanie, please.
Yes.
Okay,
Oh,
Mike Foodie says yes.
that's good.
I just remembered that I'm on a headset. Oh, Philly Bryan says you hear her too. That's because, yeah.
Loud and clear now. Oh, I already
Tried
end
to
my
sell my
workout.
Sony surround system and clip speakers. No dice, giving them to Niece for a wedding gift. Front projection screen. Yeah, that thing. Ada Myers, how are you? Thanks for stopping by, Ada Myers. Long time. Robert Dyer, loud and clear, Philly in the Philippines. We hear Melanie. Jericho. Cameron D Elementary School.
Ah, Camarindi. It's right there. You know it already.
Yeah, I know it.
Next on Mercury Drug.
I don't know it. Oh, down there.
Yeah.
I know it. I do know.
Where I have my old house.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what he's talking about.
Two Beers is also giving.
I'm living there, Jericho, on Kiko.
Yeah.
Before.
Kiko. Oh, okay, Jericho. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
now.
the big one there.
And I know that Yamaha dealership. I know it. I know exactly where it's at. Shit, I could walk there.
Next up that is the Barako, Kawasaki.
Philly Bryan. Okay, brother. We'll see you Saturday. Philly Bryan's getting has a cat going into surgery today.
Oh, kawawa naman. Oh, what is that?
It's a bug. She's chasing. The young dog, man, just terrorizes any bug that comes around. But she doesn't kill it. She just kind of circles around it and plays with it. You know, it's so funny. I should have turned the laptop around. Thanks, Philly Bryan, for stopping by. Don't forget to vlog it, baby. We'll see you Saturday. Yeah.
They're not good for.
Oh.
I'm killing it.
Yeah,
Sorry.
that's got it. Yeah, Province girl there. She picks up bugs off the floor. And she's a hell of a mango tree climber, too. Bye, honey. Have fun. Don't forget to vlog it, baby.
I'm not sure if I'm going to vlog, but.
Oh, okay.
Bye, everyone. I'm going now.
Don't forget to subscribe to Melanie's channel. If you haven't subscribed to Melanie, please subscribe to Melanie. I'm on the road to 10,000 and she's on the road to 5,000.
What?
We want 10,000 subs by June 2022. I just gotta, you know, am I frozen here? What's going on? Oh, there's Gary T. No, we're not frozen. I thought... Nick Maverick, thanks for joining the live stream, brother, and all your kind words. I really appreciate it. We really appreciate positive feedback, you know. And Mike Foodie, we don't have any cockroaches. Just clean the house, you know. We don't have any cockroaches at all. And a lot of that is due to the fact that we have newer construction, you know. So with this newer modern style construction, the house is closed up much better. And even with the old house, we never had cockroaches. Our biggest problem was always ants. Ants are the biggest problem here, I think. Two Beers, Melanie's not just any other Filipina. She's my Filipina. So subscribe to the channel. Yeah, James, she told me. Boss Jim, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Boss Jim. Shout out, Boss Jim. Yeah, I tell you what, dude, she's certainly hooking me up, you know. I'm eating a lot healthier now, a lot more healthy than I was before. I'm not drinking as much, you know, every other night. I'm on like an every other night Red Horse kick. Just 1 liter bottle of Red Horse. And that's enough, you know. I've got to think about my health, and I've lost 10 pounds. I want to lose 10 more. I want to get down to, I was 89 kilos the day I arrived here at the house, and now I'm 84. So that's halfway there. I've got to get down to 79, 78 kilos, and I'll be back to my fighting weight again. Mike Foodie, we have no ants at all. Nothing. I haven't seen any bugs inside the house since I've been here. Now, you got to keep in mind, we also keep it very clean. That's a big part of it. We also keep it very clean. We don't have an ant problem. Now, I was talking about the excuse me. I was talking about the mango tree earlier. Our mango tree is really badly infested with termites, and we don't know if we're going to be able to get them under control or not. So that tree, although, Melanie's sister was here the other day, and she's even 10 times more province than Melanie. And she was like, oh, I see flowers on that mango tree. Mike Foodie says, I'm California sober. I'm not sure what that means, Mike Foodie. We don't have any ants, James. We don't have any ants in the house at all. Now, the house that was here was 28 years old, and it had an ant infestation that was just, oh my God, it just drove me nuts, Okay. I think that's going to do it, you guys. Yeah, Clyde, I like it. If I'm only drinking one, it's really not that big of a deal, I've always liked the Red Horse. I don't care if it's, I like San Mig Light too. Red Horse is the official beer of the Philippines. So if you're going to go big, you may as well go big. Yeah. Okay, Mike Foodie. I know exactly what you mean by that, baby. You don't even have to. Gary T, my daughter has already been a vlogger for a little while. She kind of got out of it. She was doing reaction videos to Korean boy bands, and she had a bit of a following for a little while. Her channel name is Q1 Carrot. She got into it for a little while, but then school kind of takes over, and now she's in nursing school. She's a college student, so she doesn't have any time at all for. Makoto, we did a. Well, our permit said it was a renovation. You leave a couple of interior walls up and you build up around the interior walls. It saves you money on the building permit. But yeah, we did a renovation. Let's just say we did a renovation. I mean, if you saw the video, you can probably figure out that it was a little bit more than that. Yeah, Gary T, I feel so much better, man. And I'm up here on this roof deck every morning. I'm not sleeping much, and I didn't sleep much here before. About 5 hours is all I get. So I'm up at like 4 a.m. every day. And I'm up here and I don't stop until I get 3,000 steps on the roof. And then I go downstairs and I do my YouTube thing on the laptop, and the dogs wake up with mom and I take the dogs on. Me and the dogs go walk about. And I get another 5,000 steps there. So, yeah, just moving the body around, man. I mean, I knew I could do it. It's just the fact that I got so fat in the U.S. I mean, yeah, I was almost disgusted with myself, I really was. That hernia just really laid me up. It made me lazy. Lots of exercise, and, I'm eating so much better now that I'm home with Melanie, because Melanie's always cooking vegetables, and we've always got fruit in the house. Every morning there's bananas, there's oranges, And I got none of that in the U.S. In the U.S., it was pretty much, I don't know, a 6-pack of beer during the day and then maybe some tacos for dinner. So my diet was just crap. And now it's just so much better. Thankfully, I've got the dogs too, you know, because we didn't have any pets in the U.S. So there wasn't a lot of motivation for me to go out and walk, but now there is, because, you know, the dogs need that. The dogs need that walking every day. It satisfies their need to hunt, because they are born to hunt. They're natural born hunters. So if you take your dog out walking, this is dog whisperer shit, you know. I was really into the dog whisperer in the USA. Thanks, Gary T. I just feel so much better. And man, Melanie and I pulled out. Because Melanie put all my clothes away. She stored everything. And we're pulling all my clothes back out, and I'm actually starting to be able to fit into some stuff. I came here, believe it or not, with a pair of jeans, one pair of jeans on my body, and that was the only thing that I could actually wear in my entire wardrobe. I had nothing else. Well, I had a couple of pair of shorts like this that I could, obviously these are, you know, but like my nice shorts that you would wear to the mall that have cargo pocket, I couldn't fit into anything like that. I came here with just a pair of jeans, and I told Melanie, you know, we're going to have to go to Uke. So she went and bought me a couple of pair of shorts in a larger waist so I'd have something to wear. And then what's wrong? Oh, there's somebody at the front gate. All right, you guys, we're just about at the 2-hour mark there. I think I'm going to call it. Thanks so much for joining us. We're going to be here. Probably won't be here next Tuesday. We'll still be in Angeles City, and I won't get back here in time to live stream. So next week we're going to do Wednesday. Okay. I like to do a weekly live stream. So next week, we're going to do Wednesday morning instead of Tuesday. But I'll remind you guys in the next couple of videos. I've probably got 2 more videos in the can that you will see before we get to the live stream. Maybe 3. And I'll just remind everybody at the end of those videos that we're going to do Wednesday instead of Tuesday, because we'll be traveling back from Angeles. We're staying Saturday, Sunday, Monday night at the Clarkton. So we're pretty excited about that, you know, super excited about it, especially the kids. They're craving Mexican food. The only Mexican food they get here is what Mama cooks. So thanks a lot, you guys. James, thank you so much. Koto, everybody who joined the live stream, anybody who gave a super sticker or super chat, Boss Jim, thank you so much, sir. And again, a shout out to Gary T for donating to the channel. You have been the supplier of basketball nets for the kids here in the neighborhood for quite some time now. And that's what I'm going to do with your donation, is go buy a couple of basketball nets so we've got them ready to rock when the kids need them. Okay? Thanks again so much, you guys, for joining the live stream. Don't forget to subscribe to Melanie's channel. You'll see that in the description box below. And we'll see you. Robert Dyer, thank you so much, sir. We'll see you guys on the next live stream, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks again for your time, and thanks for joining us. Bye now.